How did World War II impact the history of the Soviet Union? World War II had a significant influence on the history of the Soviet Union, shaping its future in many ways. The war resulted in immense human and economic losses for the Soviet Union. Approximately 20 million Soviet citizens lost their lives during the conflict. Additionally, around 25 million people were left without homes. Despite these staggering losses, the Soviet Union played a vital role in the Allied victory, especially on the Eastern Front. The Soviet military was responsible for about 90% of all German casualties during the war. This conflict marked a turning point in how the world viewed the Soviet Union. Before the war, Western capitalist nations regarded the Soviet Union with suspicion and hostility. This was evident in their interventions during the Russian Civil War and the economic sanctions that followed. However, the contributions of the Soviet Union during World War II shifted this perception, as it became a crucial ally against Nazi Germany. The war also opened doors for communist movements around the globe. The influence of the Soviet Union expanded, particularly in Eastern Europe. The Soviet Union established socialist governments in several countries as a direct result of its military victories. This expansion positioned the Soviet Union as a dominant power in the post-war world. Domestically, the war reinforced the control of the Soviet government over society. The war effort necessitated centralized planning and mobilization, which strengthened the grip of the Communist Party on power. The conflict also led to increased industrialization and militarization. The Soviet Union focused on rebuilding and enhancing its economy and military capabilities. Overall, World War II represented a critical period in the history of the Soviet Union, both at home and on the international stage. It showcased the military strength of the Soviet Union and its role as a global power. Additionally, it set the stage for the Cold War and the eventual decline of the Soviet Union.